Hi, I know what you're thinking. It's time to go camping. What are we going to eat? Well, that's a tricky question. There's all kinds of things you could have for breakfast and lunch and dinner and snacks and desserts while you're out camping. I know a lot of scouts, they throw hot dogs on a stick and roast it over some coals. You can do that, but it's not that interesting. What is this? This is a Dutch oven. The Dutch oven is the greatest invention in the history of cooking in the outdoors. What it is a big, heavy cast iron pot, and it's great at cooking anything you could possibly want to cook. I have cooked roast chicken and vegetables, I've cooked deep fried chicken fingers and french fries, I've cooked lasagna, I've cooked cakes, I've cooked anything you can imagine in the Dutch oven. It is my favorite thing to do while camping because I also like to eat, so I like to cook. There's all kinds of things you could make, but my favorite thing to cook are desserts. And there's all kinds of things you can do in the Dutch oven. One thing you can do, if you have a little bit of cookie dough, you can press that cookie dough into a pan like this, put it in the Dutch oven, put it on the heat. 15 minutes later, you've got a beautiful giant chocolate chip cookie. That's one thing you can make. My favorite thing to make is something I always call the cobbler, but a lot of people like to call it different things. You take a pan like this. You take your favorite pie filling and you just scoop it out into the bottom of the pan. Okay? And then you take your favorite cake batter. Okay? Pour it over the top. Okay? Then you need to put it in your Dutch oven. Just set it inside, put the lid back on, right? And then you need to put it on the heat. So how you do this is with charcoal. I know a lot of people like to use just hardwood coals from a fire, and this might be a little controversial to say. I like the charcoal briquettes better. I think you can get a more even heat with them. So you take some coals, put them in a nice thin layer. I like an upside down metal trash can lid. And then you can take your Dutch oven, put it on top of those coals, and then you take some more coals and pour them over the top. That way it's cooking from the bottom and the top at the same time. Now, a cobbler like this, you're probably gonna cook it anywhere between 20 and 30 minutes, depending upon exactly how thick that cobbler is. And through the magic of being prepared, I have the cobbler all ready. It's got that warm fruit filling on the bottom and the warm cake on the top. You can do all kinds of things with this. You can put a scoop of ice cream on the top. I like to shake a little powdered sugar over the top, but you really only need a fork. Just dig in, you got the cake, you got the fruit, and it's just absolutely delicious. There is nothing better at the end of a day of camping than sitting around a campfire eating a cobbler. Use your imagination. You can cook all kinds of wonderful things out there in the wilderness. You just have to have a Dutch oven, a little bit of charcoal, and make sure you always have a buddy.